People get it wrong. When a Sigma male stays single, the world assumes he's unlucky, awkward, or just not putting himself out there. But that's not the truth. The reality is, Sigma males stay single by choice. And it's not because they've given up on love, it's because they understand exactly what love costs in today's world, especially with the kind of women they meet now. Modern dating is a mess. Attention is currency. Social media turned relationships into performance. Conversations feel fake. Loyalty feels rare. And most women are chasing something flashy: status, lifestyle, or constant validation. That doesn't impress the Sigma male. It pushes him away. He's not wired to chase. He's not desperate for touch. He doesn't need someone to complete him. His solitude is strong. His standards are high, not because he's unrealistic, but because he knows what peace feels like. And he's not willing to give that up for a situationship that ends in chaos. This video isn't about why Sigma males can't find someone. It's about why they won't settle. We'll break down the 5 core reasons Sigma males stay single longer than other men, and how their decision is rooted in self-respect, emotional clarity, and awareness of how modern women operate. If you've ever felt like dating feels more like a game than a connection, this will hit home. 1. He sees through the illusion of options. In today's world, dating feels like a game of endless choices. Swipe left, swipe right. If one person doesn't meet your standards, there's always another one a click away. That illusion of abundance has changed how modern women operate. Many have become hyper-selective, not based on depth or connection, but on surface-level traits: height, status, style, or social image. To the Sigma male, this kind of behavior is empty. He sees through it. He doesn't feel the need to compete in this popularity contest. He refuses to act like a product on display. He's not interested in being selected based on some checklist built on trends. And he won't beg for attention in a crowd that values image over substance. Many women today think they have endless options, but few realize how rare real connection is. They pass up men of depth because they're addicted to novelty. But the Sigma male isn't bothered when he gets overlooked. He sees the game, and he wants no part in it. He also knows his own worth, and that's key. He understands that being single doesn't mean he's losing. It means he's waiting for someone who gets it. Someone who's not looking for attention, but authenticity. Someone who's not chasing experiences, but real partnership. He sees how modern dating rewards men who conform. Those who try harder, flatter more, play the game. And that's why he stays away. Because he'd rather stand alone than become someone he's not, just to impress someone who doesn't even know what she wants. In a dating market full of noise, the Sigma male values silence. He knows who he is, and if that's not enough for her, she was never the right one to begin with. 2. He's turned off by entitlement and unrealistic standards. Sigma males are grounded in reality. They work hard. They build discipline. They've gone through solitude, and they've come out better for it. So when they see women expecting high-value men while offering little in return, they don't argue. They just lose interest. A lot of modern women carry a sense of entitlement, asking for loyalty, emotional maturity, financial stability, and leadership, while offering little beyond looks or attention. And in a world where being a good man is demanded, but being a good woman is rarely defined, Sigma males are stepping back. They don't want to be part of this one-sided deal. They're not here to entertain unrealistic fantasies. They want balance, reciprocity, real standards, and they know their value. They're not afraid to walk away if something doesn't feel equal. They've watched men lose themselves trying to meet impossible expectations. Be softer, but not weak. Be strong, but not controlling. Be ambitious, but always available. The Sigma sees that juggling act, and he wants none of it. He's not here to perform. He's here to live. And when he meets a woman who's absorbed in social media, obsessed with attention, or constantly talking about what she deserves without showing what she offers, he checks out instantly, not with anger, just indifference. He knows that peace doesn't come from chasing someone who sees you as a resource. It comes from waiting for someone who sees you as a person. And until he finds that, he'll stay single, proudly. 3. He knows most women can't handle his lifestyle. Sigma males don't live like most people. They don't follow routines made by others. They don't chase trends. They live on their own terms, quiet, focused, and often alone. This independence sounds good in theory, but in practice it makes relationships hard, because most women aren't built to handle a man who doesn't need them. Modern women are often conditioned to expect constant connection, daily texts, emotional updates, shared schedules. They want access to your time, your thoughts, your presence at all times. But Sigma males operate differently. They're not emotionally distant, but they need space, silence, long stretches of time alone to think, build, and recharge. Most women take this personally. They confuse it with detachment. They start asking questions. Why aren't you calling? Why do you need so much time alone? Do you even care? But it's not a lack of care. It's just how the Sigma moves. He connects deeply, but he doesn't perform emotionally. He values presence, not pressure. Relationships today are heavy with constant communication. Social media adds to the chaos. Always online, always available. But the Sigma doesn't live like that. He wants peace in his space, not noise. And most women don't understand that. They want emotional closeness without respecting emotional freedom. So the Sigma keeps his distance, not because he's afraid of love, but because he knows what kind of love he needs. And he knows how rare it is to find someone who won't suffocate the freedom he works so hard to build. 4. He refuses to settle for modern dating standards. Sigma males don't just want a partner, they want alignment, shared values, mental connection, mutual growth. But modern dating doesn't prioritize that. Today it's about convenience, not compatibility. Most people want fast attention, not lasting connection. That's not something the Sigma can ever accept. He watches how modern relationships form, driven by impulse, not intention. He sees couples who barely know each other trying to build a life. He sees relationships built on looks, status, or social pressure, and he sees how quickly they fall apart. To him, it's not surprising. It's the natural result of settling. Sigma males don't fear being alone. They fear wasting time with the wrong person. They've worked hard to build inner peace, and they know that the wrong relationship can wreck all of that. So they don't give it a try just to see what happens. If something doesn't feel right from the start, they walk away. Many women think this means he's closed off, but that's not true. He's just selective, because he understands something simple. Being alone and happy is better than being with someone and drained. And until he finds someone who gets that, he's not signing up. He doesn't need the relationship to look good. He needs it to feel right. He doesn't care about couple goals or public approval. He cares about shared purpose, trust, stillness. That's rare, and until he finds it, he'll stay single. Not with frustration, but with clarity. 5. He values peace more than attention. Most men today are starving for attention. They'll swipe for hours, text endlessly, go out of their way just to get noticed. But not the Sigma. He doesn't crave attention, he craves peace. And that's the first reason he stays single. Because peace is rare, and modern relationships often destroy it. Modern women, especially in the age of social media, are used to being chased. Their phones are full of DMS, their feeds full of validation. So when a man doesn't chase, doesn't compete, doesn't beg for time, they assume he's cold or uninterested. But the Sigma isn't cold, he's just focused. His time has value, his mind has focus. He doesn't offer his energy freely. To him, relationships aren't entertainment. They're a serious investment. And if he senses drama, games, or emotional instability, he pulls away fast. Not because he's scared of women, but because he knows his peace is worth more than a temporary thrill. Many women today are caught up in external noise. Looks, status, follower count. The Sigma sees right through it. He wants depth. He wants quiet connection. And if that's not on the table, he won't even sit down. He knows what it feels like to be centered, to wake up with no chaos, to move through life without emotional mess. And he won't trade that peace for a partner who doesn't understand stillness. So he stays single, not out of bitterness, not out of fear, but because he's built something inside himself that most people haven't, and he won't hand it over lightly. Sigma males stay single not because they can't find love, but because they won't lower their standards to match a broken dating system. They'd rather walk alone than walk in circles with the wrong person. In a world that rewards performance, they choose authenticity. In a culture chasing noise, they choose silence. And in a dating scene obsessed with attention, they choose peace. If this resonated with you, you already know where you stand. You're not late. You're not broken. You're just not playing the same game as everyone else. If you found this video valuable, subscribe to the channel. It helps us reach more people like you. And if you've got your own thoughts or stories about this, drop them in the comments. I'd actually like to hear them. Thanks for watching.